Okay, so I saw this on Twitter. It says, which new generation pop girl is going to become the biggest in 5 years? So I want to talk about my thoughts on all of them and also rank them as well. So at number one, I'm definitely going to say Sabrina Carpenter, with the success of Espresso being the song of the summer. Please, Please, Please was her first number one. You know, there's some buzz around this upcoming album, and I hope that it's a good album. We will see. It's coming out towards the end of the month. And she had her Coachella thing, which was a moment. She has been touring with Taylor Swift. And yeah, I mean, I think she's just making the right moves. I mean, I think the biggest thing is she's finally making good songs, you know? Like, I really feel like Nonsense Feather from Emos I Can't Stand were a turning point, and now I think she's on a roll. But the big question is if she's going to be able to sustain that. Like, we've seen people have a successful era, 2 eras, and then they completely fall off, you know? And this has been kind of like a slow rise to fame for her. And, you know, she's become one of the main pop girls, which I can say that I wasn't necessarily expecting. So it all depends on the upcoming album, the promotion, touring, all those things, and also public perception. I think it's very important, you know. So it'll be interesting to see how she does, but I think she has the most potential at this point. And then next up, I would probably say Tyla, with the success of Water. You know, that was a moment, but I don't know. I want to see more from her. I mean, Truth or Dare sounded pretty similar to Water to me in terms of the production. And like I said, I feel like the production on her album, a lot of it was blending together for me at least. And so I just want to see what she can do. But I mean, she got a Grammy for Water, which is no small feat and everything. I think she had to cancel her tour because she was like injured, so she's still battling through that and stuff like that. And there's that. And then there was a whole discourse on if she's black or not. So, I mean, I think it's just been a lot of things with her specifically. But I think she has potential. Again, it just really depends on how everything goes from this point. But yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on Tyler right now. And then at three, I would say tatemcrae, because I don't know, like tatemcrae, it's just kind of like on and off, because she had Greedy, which was a hit. X's, I think, performed moderately. You Hurt Me First was successful. Like, she has like these moments and stuff like that, but I don't know, it's like she can't really sustain it and stuff like that. Like, I've never really seen her as a main pop girl. I think she's kind of like B or C tier at best at this point. So I think the trouble for her is just kind of like sustaining that and having that translate to the album, because a lot of my friends said they didn't really go up for the new album particularly and stuff like that. There's the Curse of Singing, which isn't really my favorite. I don't know. Some people doing too much, talking about, oh, she's giving Britney and whatever. Like, you guys just aren't used to seeing people dance. Like, Britney, I don't know. She was a different level. So, I don't know what we'll see with her, but I don't know. I'm not seeing a lot with her, to be honest. At four, I got Madison Beer. I mean, Madison Beer, she just hasn't really interested me. You know, I've been played some of her songs and stuff like that. And, I mean, there was like a one or two that I liked. Maybe Home to Another One. That's probably my favorite that I've heard, and maybe one other one. But I don't go out of my way to seek her music at all, really. And I said this, but from the songs that I heard, and mind you, it's just the singles, I haven't listened to like her albums and stuff like that, so I could be wrong. But I'm just like, why does she keep leaning into like this dark aesthetic, like this Halloween aesthetic? Like, just do a soundtrack or something like that. And like, I don't know, it just doesn't kind of seem to fit. I think with the new stuff that I've heard, I think she's kind of like finding her niche a little bit better. I think she is improving and stuff. But I don't know, it's just she gets me from a songwriting perspective, because I think that she can sing, but in terms of the writing of her songs, I think that there's a lot of work that can be done there. So I feel like it's just working with other songwriters, straightening the craft there and stuff like that. I think she has talent, but I've just never really been able to get into her music. So yeah, my order just happens to be the exact order that they put in these tweets. Like I said, it's going to depend on where they go from now and everything that's done there. There's so many things that go into being successful and also sustaining that success. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in regards to that. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments. Do you agree with my ranking? Do you disagree with me? How would you rank these four singers? And let's continue that conversation.